Hi, this is Gilles, the radio prepper, and I'm here at the Coldez with my radio buddies and friends. One of them bought a very interesting radio that I thought about buying myself, and that is the Xiegu G1M. And I was always curious about this radio because of the size and, of course, the very low price. And it's made in China, of course, and you don't really realize how small it is until you have it in your hand, and that's very small. So it's I think it's a 4-band radio, 15, 20, 40 and 80 meters. Very important to have 80 meters for NVIS operations, as well as 40. It doesn't have 30 meters, unfortunately. That's too bad, but I think it's mainly because it's a all-mode radio, basically. Well, USB, LSB, and AM reception, and CW for Morse code. It is also very, very light, perfect for a bug-out bag, and very small. It has a BNC connector. All the connectors are here in the back. Connectors for a computer too, as this is an SDR radio. Now the features that I have listed on the manual here are high performance SDR core circuit design, new spectrum display function, so like a small pan adapter, added AM broadcast receive mode, added CW trainer function, why not, adaptive speech noise reduction, HF continuous reception, support for amateur data communications, and support computer online control. I have probably programming, I'm not sure. The microphone is also very small and seems to be of good quality, but there is a problem with it, and it's common to a lot of those G1Ms, and that's the plug for the microphone, which here my friend Frédéric, his just broke off basically, and it does happen regularly, it seems. So it's an easy problem to fix, but really annoying. And also the microphone jack on the front of the radio also is pretty fragile. So you have to be really careful because supposedly it's surface mounted. So I would definitely, if I get one, and I might, I would definitely take the face off here and epoxy, reinforce the jack with epoxy, so that it doesn't move and it doesn't unsolder itself, basically. So not perfect. Quality control, I guess, you know, sometimes Chinese radios depends on the brand, but otherwise he gets very good reports for the 5-watt output, and that's using SSB. So no SSB operations for this quick test, but fortunately I brought my palm paddles. One big advantage to know Morse code is that, well, you don't need a microphone. If you break it, you forget it somewhere, and you have your paddles, you're good to go.
CQ contest, Mike 0 Charlie contest.
And unfortunately there is a contest on HF today.
CQ contest, Mike 0 Charlie contest.
Now the screen is flickering here on the video, but of course it isn't. That's just the camera shutter.
CQ contest, Mike 0 Charlie, Mike 0 Charlie contest.
Very nice to see the whole band at the bottom there, the pan adapter kind of thing. Now it's pretty small, but you can still see signals around what you're listening to, so very useful indeed, and a small screen, so you're less likely to damage it. The sound is pretty good, impressive. Now I'm trying to set the key here, but the menus are very annoying to use, I have to say. There's nothing written on the buttons, so but you can press any of them, any one button, and you get a menu at the bottom. But it's not very, it doesn't say much, and you really have to refer to the manual to use the menus until you get used to them, of course. Okay, so I figured it out. It's actually not that complicated, and I think it should work now. Yep, okay, let's see the speed. So menu, change Change page. Iambic mode is fine. QSK. QSK, yes. Okay. CSN, I don't know what that is. Keyer speed is, let's see, page 2. KS, keyer speed. Okay, 20. I'll go down to about 17 words per minute and save. All right, so it's not too bad, really. 20 meters is booming with signals all around. Might be a contest also. Haven't heard test, but it's really busy. I think it's Gerald, my friend, F6 HBI. It's got an FT817. Long wire. So I heard someone calling, and it turns out it's my friend Gerald, F6 HBI, who's doing a SOTA activation right now, not very far from here on the summit. And we both laughed because, of course, what are the odds, right? But well, the Xiegu seems to work pretty well. I really like that radio. I wish the jack for the microphone was a little bit better, and not a showstopper, but yeah, you know, it's a little bit of annoying, but an annoyance. But for the price, you know, it's about $240, something like that, directly from China. You can beat the price, really. About $240 directly from China, with SSB, AM reception, full HF coverage, and CW. What do you want for that price? Really, I mean, I might go for it. I'm not sure, but the fact that it has 80 meters is a big plus. And I have other radios for 30 meters, so who knows, but it would be pretty good for a bug out bag, I have to say. Here you can see the size of the radio compared to the FT817, and it's about 2/3 of the size, so it's pretty small. QSK is a little bit scratchy, but at least it's there. One other thing that might prevent me from buying this radio is that the manual says receive current, standby current is 500 milliamps, and that's a lot. Also, the operating voltage is 12 to 15 volts, so it doesn't go below 12 volts, and that's important. I like my radios to go down to about 9 volts, and this one does 12 to 15, so I would have to use 4 cells for that, 4 18650 cells. So that's a lot of current consumption for such a small radio. Maybe because of the screen, I'm not sure, but it's pretty high. And transmit current maximum is 2.5 amps. And I don't know how accurate those numbers are, but the 500 milliamp on receive is that's a big. You know, I like radios. For me, an SSB radio should not go above about 250 milliamps on receive, and this one doubles that. So this was just a first look, and maybe, well, I'm sure we'll see it again. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget patreon.com if you want to help out a bit. Have a good one.